Hi, I'm Dave Kinser, Vice President of Sales for Proven Winners, and welcome to our training video for the new Proven Winners varieties for the Spring 2024 season. This is one of my favorite activities every year because new plants and products are the lifeblood of everything we do at Proven Winners. We're thrilled to present the latest additions to the Proven Winners lineup. But before we do, I recognize many of you are new to Proven Winners or haven't had the chance to spend much time with us and may not know our team and what we do. Now keep in mind, we have a tremendous network of breeders, propagators, and licensees with their own sales and marketing teams. So I'll be touching briefly on a few of the people that you are most likely to work with from the small team of just 29 people at Proven Winners. To begin, we're proud to be able to say Proven Winners is a family-owned company. Henry and Jeff Huntington of Pleasant View and Tom and Sharon Smith of 4-Star Greenhouse not only founded Proven Winners over 30 years ago, they also charged us to focus on three main purposes. The first is new product development. Then it's on to sales support. And last is marketing and promotion. Notice I didn't say to make money. In fact, our goal is to invest the fees that we earn back into marketing, promotion, and new products. Proven Winners itself is a separate company from our propagator and licensee partners and is focused on building the Proven Winners brand for all of us. Did you know that this year alone, our network evaluated over 2,900 plants from 79 breeders and representing 213 genera? We have a team of dedicated trial managers, breeder liaisons, and specialists that literally evaluate plants weekly. For annual plants, these efforts are spearheaded by Kevin Hurd and Jim Putnam. Their goal is to bring Proven Winners the very best plant, not just the new one. Once these folks decide which plants will become a Proven Winners annual plant, Carrie Meyer gets busy learning about the new varieties and creates fun and descriptive names for each, carefully searching trademark and patent databases to avoid any infringements and duplications. Next, these new plants are on to production. But first, they must be isolated, virus screened, and tested so we can produce the cleanest and most vigorous plants possible. John Gatiss, an industry legend, heads up this important aspect for new annual plant introductions. John is responsible for determining the best production methods, from unrooted cuttings and tissue culture to divisions and everything in between. John works closely with our production partners throughout the world to assure that each plant has a healthy start. Next, it's up to our marketing team, led by Marshall Dirks, Amy Burrow, and a crew of talented folks, to determine educational, inspirational, and supportive content for industry and gardeners across North America. Lastly, it's time for each of the new Proven Winners products to receive sales support. That's where I come in. I lead a growing team of professionals that work with independent garden centers every day. Jessica DeGraff, Heather Porre, and our newest member, Amy Howard, have 65-plus years of industry experience, which has prepared them perfectly for listening to retailers and helping them get the most out of their Proven Winners sales. Of course, we have similar dedicated teams working for all parts of our brand, including perennials, flowering shrubs, caladiums, and houseplants. We hope to introduce you to those teams in a future video. As I mentioned, Proven Winners was founded 30 years ago with the belief that a better garden starts with a better plant, which remains our North Star to this day, leading to Proven Winners becoming the #1 plant brand and the brand gardeners trust. So let's get started. Our product development team searches the world to find the most innovative plants for our Proven Winners annual program. They then turn things over to our propagators, 4-Star Greenhouse and Pleasant View in the United States, and Nordic Nurseries and Sopkowich Greenhouses in Canada, to grow the highest quality young plants that are then shipped to growers throughout North America. Let's take a look at the new Proven Winners annuals for the 2024 season. Proven for years in trials across North America to be the best in class, we are proud to elevate 4 Selenia begonias to the Proven Winners brand. Each having ruffled double flowers, our varieties include Selenia apricot, Selenia chocolate orange, Selenia scarlet, and Solenia yellow. Day-length neutrality makes them easy to come into bloom throughout the selling season, while good mildew resistance and a well-branched habit keep plants looking their best. These sun-tolerant Solenia begonias are ideal for growing in the Proven Winners Grande or Classic container, mixing these with other medium vigor plants in hanging baskets or upright containers, and can also be planted in well-drained landscape soil in a home garden. An addition to our fragrant begonia collection is Double Delight Apple Blossom. The large, abundant, white and soft pink bicolored double flowers produce a sweet citrus-like fragrance that gardeners are drawn to. With enhanced vigor, well-branching habit, higher flower count, and greater xanthomonas disease tolerance compared to other competing tuberous begonias, Double Delight Apple Blossom makes it an ideal candidate to be grown in various container sizes. Double Delight begonias tolerate full sun in northern climates, but will benefit from afternoon shade in warmer southern markets. You should also note Double Delight Apple Blossom is about 20 to 30% larger than the other varieties in the Double Delight collection. For many years, we looked for a white flowering variety to add to our Biden's collection, and finally found it with Campfire Marshmallow. The strong heat tolerance, self-cleaning flowers, and low seed set results in greater flower power and stronger performance all season long. A tuft of gold in the center of the large, pure white flower petals on top of a densely mounded plant makes Campfire Marshmallow less of a mixer in recipes and more of a pollinator-attracting showpiece on its own. The habit of Campfire Marshmallow is larger than Campfire Flame, with the flower size similar to Goldilocks Rocks, making this ideal to be grown in the Grande or Classic container. Superbell's Calibrachoa are one of our most important and popular series, highlighted by the abundance of colors, the versatility of use in containers of all sizes, their resistance to traditional root rot diseases like Thalaviopsis, and their overall ease of care for consumers. For growers, we select Superbell's varieties to be well-branched with large flowers sitting on top of the foliage to be balls of color in our Grande and Classic containers. Let's take a look at the new Superbell's varieties for the 2024 season. Superbell's Blue, one of our top-selling varieties, has been improved as a day-length neutral variety, providing an earlier bloom time for growers. A denser, well-branched habit with vibrant blue flowers with a small eye retain their saturated color all season long without fading or looking washed out. Another improved variety is the popular Superbell's Pink. We've improved the growth habit to match other Superbell's varieties. It has darker green foliage and larger rich pink flowers. Combined with earlier flowering, Superbell's Pink Improved will be a hit for growers and gardeners alike. Superbell's Double Redstone, a must-have variety for the 2024 season, is truly unique and sure to fly off greenhouse and retail benches. With striking crimson red flower petals with gold pickety edges, the fully double flowers will pair perfectly in recipes with other strong colors like royal purple, blue, and gold for stunning spring and fall container gardens. Superbell's Double Redstone will produce an abundance of petite blooms on top of a robust and well-branched mounded plant. Gardeners will surely be smitten by the delightful double-flowered light and rose-pink bi-tone blossoms of Superbell's Double Smitten Pink. These two-tone flowers on a well-branched plant will match up well with both pastel and vibrant colored flowers, making Superbell's Double Smitten Pink the perfect addition to recipes. Another must-have variety for the 2024 season is Superbell's Double Vintage Coral. Everything vintage is trending with consumers, and this antique amber-orange veined, fully double-flowered Calibrachoa is everything they're looking for. Its color shift when grown outside makes it even more compelling, with purple tones appearing in its veins and petals. Try combining Superbell's Double Vintage Coral with deep reds and purples, golds or creamy whites in hanging baskets, upright containers, and window boxes. This new variety was a standout performer in our Florida trials, ranking as the top Superbells and one of the best plants overall in the entire trial. Its habit is impressively robust, and the blooms keep on coming all season without deadheading. Helping to round out the color options in the double-flowered Superbells collection is the new Superbells Double White, with clean white flowers held atop robust, well-branched plants. The prolific blooming Superbells Double White is the perfect addition to recipes of all color schemes and capitalizes on the moon garden trend. We're improving our line of Toucan Cannas this year with the addition of Toucan Scarlet Improved, which bears truer scarlet red flowers atop a lush green canopy. This fast-growing, vigorous, highly disease-resistant canna is as easy to produce as petunias in production. Finishing well in the Proven Winners Royale-sized container, Toucan Scarlet Red cannas are ideal for warm climates where they flower like crazy in the heat. Trailing coleus are indispensable components for containers and landscapes, so we're excited to add Color Blaze Cherry Drop as a new color option to the program. Small, intense red leaves with lime green edges form a dense, cascading mass in sun or shade applications. In our trials of Color Blaze Cherry Drop, we documented zero flowering and no instances of downy mildew, exactly what growers and gardeners want in a coleus. A color expansion for the Safari series of James Britannia is Safari Dusk, bearing glitzy purple blooms with a gold eye on mounded to trailing stems. A relative of Pseudora that can be used in similar applications with the advantage of far greater heat and humidity tolerance, Safari Dusk joins Safari Dawn and Safari Sky to expand grower options for mounded to trailing plants for hanging baskets and upright container recipes. Boldly White Pelargonium is being improved with new double blooms that deliver a strong show of color in container recipes, grande, and classic containers. This interspecific zonal and ivy hybrid geranium is a vigorous plant that exhibits more zonal traits with a mounded trailing habit. Boldly White has strong garden performance and exceptional heat tolerance, making it a sturdy plant all season long. On social media, gardeners regularly post about their love affair with Supertunia varieties. They love the wide color range, the vigorous growth, the lack of deadheading, and that Supertunia varieties flat out outperform other petunia plants. Consumers are going to be over the moon with the exciting new additions for the 2024 season. We've upgraded the longtime favorite Supertunia Bermuda Beach by improving its flower color for a richer, glowing coral pink color and a stronger garden performance throughout the entire growing season. The new Supertunia Bermuda Beach also allows us to refine our stock plant management, which will help it move through the supply chain smoothly, delivering reliable and consistent liners to growers. If you've used Supertunia Bermuda Beach in recipes in the past, you'll be even happier with this improved variety. We've trialed pattern petunias for many years, but most have not lived up to the Supertunia standards for season-long performance or flower quality. We are thrilled to introduce the very best Picotee pattern petunia we've ever trialed, Supertunia Hoopla Vivid Orchid, another must-have variety for the 2024 season. Vivid orchid purple flowers with bright white edges are produced abundantly on well-branched plants from spring into fall without deadheading. While many petunias of this type tend to develop a bruised look as the flowers age, Supertunia Hoopla Vivid Orchid looks fresh until the flowers drop cleanly. With a perfect mounded trailing habit and eye-catching flowers, Supertunia Hoopla Vivid Orchid will be a hit with gardeners everywhere. Supertunia Mini Vista Sangria has been replaced with the new Supertunia Mini Vista Sweet Sangria, a stable cultivar which bears larger, brighter fuchsia pink flowers earlier in the spring. It's a great match for this series, which has quickly gained in popularity among growers and gardeners. Because of its globe-shaped habit, Supertunia Mini Vista Sweet Sangria makes easy-to-grow grande and classic containers, pristine monoculture containers, and is a star in landscapes for gardeners where it won't sprawl too wide to cover pathways or take over neighboring plants. Supertunia Royal Velvet has been one of the top-selling Proven Winners varieties of all time. The new Supertunia Mini Vista Ultramarine mirrors its color but in the more compact Supertunia Mini Vista growth form that growers and consumers love. A useful color addition to the series, Supertunia Mini Vista Ultramarine is perfect for creating patriotic-themed recipes and makes an easy-to-grow grande or classic container due to its attractive, densely branched habit covered by an abundance of flowers. As yellow continues to trend with consumers, we are excited to introduce Supertunia Saffron Finch, a new sunny yellow Supertunia with a full, well-branched, mounded habit. The flowers of Supertunia Saffron Finch are a more intense yellow than Supertunia Limoncello, but they may transition to creamy yellow in southern climates. Try pairing Supertunia Saffron Finch with bold purples, reds, and magentas for an especially eye-catching look. It will work well in your spring and summer recipes while delivering a stellar performance for the home gardener. The flashy new Angel Wing Senesio's garden performance and overall look caused such a stir when it was introduced into our Proven Selections line that we are now elevating it into the Proven Winners brand. We recommend that growers and retailers offer Angel Wings in Royale containers to achieve the proper price point for this in-demand variety. Large, silky textured, silvery white leaves form a substantial clump and make an outstanding focal point in containers and landscapes. Like many felted silver plants, good drainage and abundant sunshine are important to achieve healthy, vigorous growth. Consumers love the heat tolerance and soft leaves of Angel Wings, and maybe even better, that rabbits and deer tend to avoid it. We've improved the Shade Garden Essential Catalina Pink Terrenia by giving it larger, uniform pink flowers, amping up its vigor and flower production, and improving its early season performance to make it easier to use in spring recipes. Catalina Pink Improved will grow and bloom in the sun or shade in the north, south, and west, and does not require deadheading to stay in color. Remember, all Terrenia varieties can cycle a bit in the heat, so to minimize this, we recommend keeping the plants continually moist and fed during the warmest parts of the growing season. Superbena Cherry Burst Improved has greater vigor and forms a larger plant that matches the others in the Superbena series. Fun clusters of cherry red and peach striped flowers appear all season without deadheading, and like all other Superbena varieties, it has exceptional powdery mildew tolerance. The most eye-catching trait of Superbena Cherry Burst Improved is the unique striped flower pattern. Its stripe pattern may show some variation over time, and may even naturally change to a solid color. This can happen to a single flower in a cluster, a whole umbel of flowers, or even an entire branch. Meet the new star of the Superbena series, Superbena Pink Cashmere, a must-have variety for 2024. This pastel pink Superbena captured our attention in trials with its delicate flower color, extremely vigorous growth, and huge umbels that rival Superbena Whiteout and Violet Ice in size. Mounded trailing plants produce loads of continuous blooms all season without deadheading. Like all Superbena, it meets our extremely high standards for powdery mildew resistance. The growth of the Heart to Heart Caladium program since joining forces with the team at Classic Caladiums a few years ago has been exciting to witness. Growers, retailers, landscapers, and consumers alike have really taken to the exciting new breeding, the sun and shade versatility of many of the varieties, and the strong sell-through and garden performance. Even better, the investment Classic Caladiums has made at their farm in Central Florida to reduce the impact of severe weather events has resulted in reliable supply and a higher quality bulb. Their unique painting and de-eyeing of all Heart to Heart bulbs makes planting faster and a more uniform crop for growers, resulting in faster turns and higher profits. A must-have variety for 2024 is the new Heart to Heart Rain or Shine, one of the most unique and vigorous caladiums we've ever trialed. Heart to Heart Rain or Shine features large, bronze pink-red leaves with soft pink speckles and black veining, and in certain lights you may also detect a hint of purple. Heart to Heart Rain or Shine will easily stand out on grower and retailer benches and in home gardens, as the leaves retain their color well in full sun or part sun. This variety's taller, upright form makes a statement in premium recipes and is one of the quickest in the collection to sprout in the Proven Winners 6.5-inch container. Be My Calla lilies are hand-selected advanced genetics with larger, bolder blooms that appear for 9 to 12 weeks from early to late summer. Be My Callas are ideal for gift market sales from spring to fall and can be sold as both an indoor decor item and for outdoor gardening. The flowers last for up to 2 weeks once cut, extending their use into the florist market. Be My Destiny joins the 6 other Be My Callas for the 2024 season. Be My Destiny is one of the best varieties for pot production our growers have ever trialed. The excellent vigor and uniformity, combined with good disease resistance, are all reasons our growers love this calla. Be My Destiny features grape purple flowers with a deeper purple throat that are produced in good numbers atop the slightly maculated emerald green foliage, and like all Be My Calla varieties, fills containers fully. Proven Winners varieties have fueled the popular thriller, filler, spiller container design technique for many years. Proven Winners annuals provide impactful color. Graceful grasses provide height and movement. And the new Proven Accents program provides structure and texture. When these plants and programs are merchandised together at retail, it simplifies the shopping and decision-making experience for gardeners of all levels. For the 2024 season, we are adding 10 items to the Proven Accents line to give growers, retailers, and consumers even more choices when designing their container gardens. Foxtail fern is a wonderful fern that explodes with personality. Bushy, tubular-shaped fronds are densely packed with bright green, needle-like leaves and extend in all directions from a dense crown. They weave their way in and out of other plants and container recipes, but also look fabulous planted on their own in containers and in the landscape. Tiny white flowers appear occasionally among the pointy leaves, where short spines are also hiding. This deer and rabbit-resistant, tender evergreen fern will overwinter in the warmest of climates, but is most commonly grown as an annual for container plantings. Silver Lady dwarf tree fern brings a unique architectural presence to the garden with its rosette of bright green, arching fronds attached to a short trunk. Native to rainforests, it enjoys humid weather, consistent moisture, and shade cast from taller plants above. This fern grows well in containers and can be brought indoors for the winter. Variegated spider plant is a popular, easy care plant that makes a fun addition to shade container recipes as a trailing plant with great texture. Strappy green leaves with bright white edges form a weeping, arching clump from which numerous plantlets form on hanging stems. Small, white, star-shaped flowers come and go throughout the season. Red Sensation False Dracaena is a striking Dracaena-like cordyline that adds value to premium container recipes where it functions as a thriller. Deep, burgundy, sword-like leaves emanate from an upright central stalk in a symmetrical fashion, leaving room for plenty of fillers and spillers below. Considered to be one of the best red cordylines on the market, Red Star is a strong architectural tropical plant, wonderful for adding height, texture, and color to premium container recipes. Its leaves are a bit narrower and a brighter shade of bronze red compared to Red Sensation, which has more purple undertones. An upright central stalk carries the sword-like leaves, which are displayed in a fountain-like fashion. Flaming hot pink and dark burgundy foliage of red sister cabbage palm adds fabulous color, texture, and height to premium container recipes and modern landscapes where this plant can't help but act as a focal point. Featuring much broader 4 to 6 inch wide leaves compared to its cordyline Australia's cousins, this tropical cabbage palm forms a multi-stemmed clump. Once honored as the Ivy of the Year by the American Ivy Society, Goldchild is a popular variegated ivy selection that makes a beautiful spiller for container recipes in sun and shade. In cooler weather and more sun, the yellow will be quite bright. In warmer weather and more shade, it will be more of a butter yellow. Trailing 2 feet or more, this deer and rabbit-resistant ivy will grow in containers and landscapes, though container use is preferred in areas where its spread should be prevented. Significantly improved over Sweet Caroline Sweetheart Red, Sweet Caroline Sweetheart Mahogany is a new selection with a far more saturated mahogany red that retains its color well in full sun. The habit is more mounded due to the shorter inner nodes, but it does trail as it matures throughout the season. Sweet Caroline Sweetheart Mahogany is a good match to Sweet Caroline Sweetheart Jet Black and Sweetheart Lime. Macho Fern is a massive, brawny fern that forms a giant, cascading mound of bright green, glossy fronds that can reach 4 feet in length that dwarfs Boston ferns by comparison. Macho Fern needs little light to thrive, so this is the perfect fern to use in large urns on a covered porch or patio, or in large hanging baskets under the eaves of a building. Kimberly Queen Australian Sword Fern is a durable fern that is easy to grow in any warm, humid location. In contrast to the Macho Fern, it forms a smaller, bushy clump of mostly upright, sword-shaped fronds that are quite narrow. It thrives in moist, well-drained, acidic soil and requires humidity to stay fresh and green. Kimberly Queen is stunning on its own as a monoculture, but also plays well with other shade-loving plants that enjoy moist soil. Proven Winners has long offered the very best plants and gardening products, and we're excited to offer the latest advancement of our AQUAPOTS line. New this spring, we will offer a selection of lightweight AQUAPOTS that will come with our patented new AQUAPOTS insert. AQUAPOTS LITE are available in faux stone and ceramic-like gloss finishes to create a complete lightweight AQUAPOTS solution. We're starting with 2 collections, AQUAPOTS LITE Urban and AQUAPOTS LITE Legacy Stone. Each collection comes with several color and style options. Additionally, we're making the AQUAPOTS insert itself available in cartons of 4 for retailers, so gardeners can easily purchase one and take advantage of the AQUAPOTS system for containers they may already own. The AQUAPOTS insert has a diameter of 13.25 inches, holding nearly 2 gallons of water, and can simply be set into most any container that has drainage, no matter if the container is round or square. It instantly becomes a self-watering container. Retailers may purchase as little as 4 AQUAPOTS LITE planters or take advantage of our predetermined assorted pallets. Orders can be placed directly with Proven Winners, 4-Star Greenhouse, and Pleasant View. Additional distribution companies may also offer these soon. Learn more about our new AQUAPOTS LITE line and AQUAPOTS insert on our website. Over the past 10 years, the Proven Winners Perennial program has seen exponential growth year over year due to the innovative breeding program and advanced production techniques from our partner at WaltersGardens. Growers and retailers have seen the ease of production and fast sales in garden centers and have made Proven Winners Perennials their go-to program across North America. Let's take a look at the exciting new introductions for 2024. Grown for its spectacular foliage, Silver Lining Artemisia, a must-have variety for 2024, is a native cultivar that forms a low, wide mound of dissected silver foliage that keeps its shape all season. This deer and rabbit resistant variety is reliably perennial and does not spread by underground runners. Hardy in zones 4 through 9, Silver Lining is best used as a filler at the border's edge or a spiller in container recipes. Extending the selling period for Baptisia, Decadence Deluxe Periwinkle Popsicle is a unique native hybrid that blooms later than most and is hardy in zones 4 through 9. Long scapes carry deep blue flowers which are darker than blue bubbly and attract pollinators. An elegant, upright, vase-shaped habit allows for underplanting in the landscape. The showy blooming Peppermint Patty Berginia will have terrific retail appeal in spring when it produces large clusters of sizable 1 1/4 inch diameter white flowers with pink accents. Rose pink stems of this zone 4 through 9 hardy perennial add to its appeal. Peppermint Patty forms a substantial clump of thick, evergreen, wavy, and serrated edged green leaves that are deer and rabbit resistant. A new color addition for the series, Stand By Me Pink Clematis, bears a profuse number of bright pink flowers that attract pollinators beginning in late spring and continues to show color until fall. Attractive, thread-like seed heads follow the blooms. Stand By Me Pink is a deer and rabbit resistant Zone 3 through 7 perennial that benefits from staking or caging when grown in containers and landscapes. Crowning Glory Princess Bride Eucomis is a new tropical looking genus for proven winners and the result of many years of hybridization. Hardy in Zone 6A through 9B, Princess Bride's foliage forms a prostate rosette, emerging burgundy and maturing to green, topped with numerous stalks of pink and cream flowers in late summer. Crowning Glory Princess Bride is late to emerge and best for summer sales. A sibling to Crowning Glory Princess Bride, Crowning Glory Purple Rain is named for its deep burgundy spring foliage, which holds its color well into summer before shifting to deep green. Stalks of star-shaped flowers open blush pink and darken to deep mauve in late summer, lasting for many weeks. This excellent cut flower is hardy in Zone 6A through 9B. The new Rainbow Rhythm Blazing Glory, a must-have variety for 2024, is a striking daylily that bears very large 6-inch golden yellow flowers with a bold burgundy red eye and matching picotee edge that extends around the entire margin of the petals. A fragrant, hardy, semi-evergreen tetraploid perennial, Zones 3 through 9, Rainbow Rhythm Blazing Glory first blooms mid-season on well-branched scapes with high bud counts and reblooms again in late summer. Rainbow Rhythm Blood, Sweat, and Tears is a phenomenal tetraploid, bred in Minnesota, ensuring hardiness in Zones 3 through 9. Very large 6-inch raspberry red flowers with a wiry white picotee edge display a broad rosy pink eye and sunny yellow throat. Fragrant blossoms appear on proportionate scapes just above the semi-evergreen foliage in midsummer and rebloom again in late summer. Exploding with impulse appeal in midsummer, Rainbow Rhythm Persian Ruby is an award-winning tetraploid daylily, producing huge deep purple-red flowers with a prominent glowing green throat that really pops with contrast. The flowers of this Zone 3 through 9 perennial measure nearly 8 inches across and create quite the show thanks to the high bud count. A new addition to this popular collection, Fun and Games Capture the Flag, forms a full mound of large, deeply lobed chartreuse leaves with dramatic burgundy red centers. Clouds of white flower spikes appear in late spring on light-colored stems. This native hybrid, hardy in Zones 4 through 9, differs from Fun and Games I Spy in its flower and variegation colors. One of our most compact Zone 4 through 9 hardy hibiscus to date, Summerific All Eyes on Me, a must-have variety for 2024, is a well-rounded plant with dark green foliage and blooms top to bottom with very large 8-inch blushing pink blossoms with a bright red eye from midsummer to early fall. Heavily overlapping, ruffled petals give the impression of the flowers being semi-double. Shadowland Love Story, a must-have variety for 2024, is a medium-sized hosta that bears long, heart-shaped green leaves with chartreuse jetting that bleeds into the creamy white center. It's made extra special by variegation which extends from petiole to leaf tip and wavy pie crust leaf edges. The tall scapes of Shadowland Love Story hold large clusters of white flowers in early summer and is hardy in Zones 3 through 9. Luminary Prismatic Pink Phlox Paniculata, a must-have variety for 2024, has classic bubblegum pink flowers with a dark pink eye, forming large, dense panicles atop the clump of mildew-resistant, dark green foliage for several months beginning in midsummer. A good match for the series, Luminary Prismatic Pink is the perfect size for mid-border and a great cut flower. This Zone 3 through 8 hardy native hybrid is a pollinator favorite. Expanding our perennial offerings for shade, Bouquet Perfect Blue Ripples and Bouquet Perfect Mandarin are stunning primroses that feature large, fully double flowers presented like a bouquet atop neatly mounded foliage in spring. Sterile flowers make these cultivars particularly long blooming. Bouquet Perfect Blue Ripples has bicolor violet, blue, and white flowers, while Bouquet Perfect Mandarin features golden yellow flowers. Another new genus for the Proven Winners perennial program, Mega Millions is an absolute blooming machine. This show-stopping new Rudbeckia is larger and far more floriferous than Goldsturm, first introduced nearly 90 years ago. In the breeder's trials, one 3-year-old Mega Millions produced over 1,000 more flowers than a 7-year-old Goldsturm. Vernalization of Mega Millions will help bulk up the plants and bolster flowering, but is not required. Its broad, deep green leaves also stay cleaner due to better resistance to Septoria leaf spot. A perennial in zones 3 through 9, Mega Millions will stay where it is planted, with the clump expanding every year with limited seedlings. Growers, retailers, and consumers will quickly make the switch to the exceptional new genetics of Mega Millions. This striking upright sedum, Rock and Grow Midnight Velvet, a must-have variety for 2024, creates interest from the moment its deep purple foliage emerges in spring. The full domed habit is adorned in late summer with large clusters of mauve buds, which open to reveal rose-red flowers that transition to dark red seed heads. A hardy perennial in zones 3 through 9, Rock and Grow Midnight Velvet is a pollinator magnet and gets the darkest foliage color in full sun. Like our other breeding partners, the folks at Spring Meadow Nursery breed, test, and select from acres of potential new plants to bring gardeners success with less effort. Proven Winners Color Choice shrubs offer longer bloom times and easy care petite sizes to lush foliage and grand blossoms on sturdy stems, all in an effort to simplify gardening. In fact, they produce a brochure called Gardening Simplified, where you can see all the new Proven Winners shrubs. However, today I want to highlight the shrubs that will receive the most marketing support this coming year. Dark and light unite perfectly in Wine and Spirits Weigela. The creamy white flowers are perfectly set against the matte, dark purple foliage. Wine and Spirits is a great pollinator plant and deer resistant, bound to make it a new favorite for gardeners. It's a vigorous grower, quickly filling in the middle of the border or used as a mid-height hedge. It's easy to pair with other elegant purple foliage flowering shrubs and perennials. Usually, when gardeners plant a big leaf hydrangea, they have a specific color in mind that they'd like the flowers to be. We think Let's Dance Sky View will change their mind. In any kind of soil pH, it has the loveliest sky-colored hue. Breezy light blue, soft lavender, or icy pink. Sometimes you'll even get all 3 colors on one plant. Its floral show starts out honeydew green with the edges of the sepals tinged blue, pink, or lavender. The light hue makes a perfect companion to other blue flowering plants, adding depth to your color palette. Its mid-sized habit fits nicely into container displays, mixed beds, and at the front of the border. Oh so easy peasy Landscape Rose sends out continuous sprays of double blooms, each with the vivid hue of tropical dragon fruit. Oh so easy peasy produces flowers continuously without deadheading, and as its award from the prestigious American Rose Society attests, it exhibits outstanding disease resistance, and it's drought tolerant once it's established. Fizzy Mizzy is an unconventional Itea, noted for its numerous upward-shooting white, early summer flower spikes. A neat and tidy habit in a container and in the garden, Fizzy Mizzy has thick, dark green leaves which contrast nicely with the lightly fragrant, pure white blooms. Pruning is seldom needed but may be trimmed immediately after flowering. Last year, we announced our entry into the houseplants market with the introduction of Leaf Joy by Proven Winners, a new and better line of houseplants. As a reminder, these are premium genetics that are grown to the highest standard for retailers and gardeners throughout North America through our newest partner, The Plant Company, based in Stewart's Draft, Virginia. This program is a bit different from our other partnerships in that The Plant Company is focused on selling consumer-ready houseplants directly to retailers. However, the presence of these products in the marketplace further support all other products and plants that Proven Winners offers. Every Leaf Joy plant comes with an informative variety tag, rare in the houseplant arena, and just as important, we have created collections to tell consumers where the plant is happiest. The Atrium collection is for plants that do best in high-light conditions. The Cocoon collection is for plants that do best in low-light conditions. The Work Life collection includes plants that are small in stature and/or low maintenance, making them ideal for a desk or small table. And the Spa Scene collection lets the consumer know those plants are perfect for a humid bathroom environment. The Leaf Joy houseplant program also includes the innovative Leaf Joy H2O line of hydroponic houseplants. These easy care houseplants require virtually no care other than adding more water every 1 to 2 months if needed. For more information or to order Leaf Joy for your garden center, visit theplantcompany.com. Each year, growers and retailers are faced with a difficult decision on what plants to focus on for additional sales opportunities and to take advantage of all the marketing Proven Winners will provide. Each of these plants are heavily promoted through social media and other marketing venues. We've broken them into 2 categories: National Plants and Recipes of the Year and our must-have varieties for 2024. The annual of the year is Supertunia Vista Jazzberry Petunia. The Caladium of the year is Heart to Heart Lemon Blush. The Perennial of the year is Pink Profusion Salvia. The Hosta of the year is Shadowland Hudson Bay. The Flowering Shrub of the year is Wine and Spirits Weigilla. The Hydrangea of the year is Let's Dance Skyview Reblooming Hydrangea. The Rose of the year is Oh So Easy Peasy. And the Landscape Shrub of the year is Fizzy Mizzy Itea. The Proven Winners brand has been synonymous with developing stunning recipes for containers of all shapes and sizes, and 2024 is no exception. Our marketing campaign will feature Polar Peach and Sunshine State. Joining these 2 is a new Heart to Heart recipe of the year named Instinct, featuring Heart to Heart Chinook and Heart to Heart White Wonder. Before our time ends, I want to touch on an important topic that we all need to consider, whether we're buying, selling, growing, or planting plants. And that's the topic of sustainability. While we all know there are many aspects to sustainability, I want to just discuss our plant packaging efforts. At Proven Winners, we believe in the future of plant-powered packaging. And as a result, we view it's our responsibility as leaders in the industry to seek out and invest in alternatives to single-use plastics. That's why we have partnered with one of the most innovative container manufacturers in the nation to develop our new EcoPlus Grande container. It's a fully compostable container made from starchy renewable plants grown in the United States, and it has organic nutrients built right into its walls. We targeted the Grande size initially for our EcoPlus Grande container since it is our most widely sold container, and therefore one that will make the greatest impact. Next season, we will introduce our EcoPlus Quart, and we are working to expand the technology to additional container styles and sizes to accommodate more of our plant lines. Gardeners are looking to us, the original green industry, to provide options for sustainable gardening and products they can feel good about using. We'd like to extend an invitation to you to join us in being part of the solution, a real chance to make an impactful difference. Well, that about wraps things up. I know I shared a ton of information, but I hope it shows you how devoted we are to bringing the industry and gardeners the very best. The Proven Winners brand continues to grow with more gardeners looking for our plants and gardening-related products more than ever. Gardeners trust the Proven Winners brand, and we look forward to partnering with you to help bring our plants and products to homes throughout North America. For more information about anything you saw in this video, please visit us at provenwinners.com. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your partnership.